This is coming from league office. This is a 5-team trade that absolutely must happen. It'll save all 5 of these teams. We're going to start with team number 1, the Washington Wizards. They need a star player. Of course, they've drafted Trey Johnson, but he's not quite going to be good enough to be the star guy. So you know what they're going to do? They're going to get the star guy in this trade, and it's going to be big for them. Team 2, the Chicago Bulls, they have a ton of expiring money, and they are stupid. So that's why they're involved in this trade. Team number 3, the Grizzlies, they just got absolutely punked by 2 guard defenders in Caruso and Lou Dort. And they are like, yeah, we need some of that. And they have some salary that they need to dump. So that's why they're involved in this trade. Team number 4, the Sacramento Kings, they need point guards, and they are stupid. That's why they're involved in this trade. And then team number 5, the Toronto Raptors, they're in the luxury tax, and they're probably going to be for a couple of years, and they suck. So here's the trade. All right, R.J. Barrett will be going to the Chicago Bulls along with Corey Kispert and Keyshawn George. The Bulls are doing their favorite thing of all time in getting garbage wings in R.J. Barrett and Corey Kispert that are making a ton of money. They're pairing those guys, with Josh Giddey, Isaac Okoro, and Patrick Williams. They are forming a deadly wing rotation. The Wizards are getting John Conchar, which is their star to build around. Unfortunately, they have to take on the John Morant contract in order to get their star, but they're getting John Morant. In the process here, they're getting rid of all of their cap holds and waiving CJ McCollum, and he's giving up money. They have somehow convinced him that he will get the same money that Bradley Beal just got. The Toronto Raptors, they are getting RJ Barrett, but Vince Williams Jr., so an improvement right there. And then they're getting Malcolm Brogdon on a fake sign-and trade where, the second and third years are not real. They can get out of that, and they're basically getting out of the luxury tax for the next season. The Kings, they're fulfilling the Timber Bulls. No, well, they're not the Timber Bulls because they're in Sacramento, but they're getting Vooch, the pair with Levine and DeRozan. The only reason it hasn't worked yet is because they haven't got Vooch yet. And then they're going to get Scottie Pippen Jr. because they need point guards, all right? And, they have Malik Monk, and he's getting traded here. But they already have Zach LaVine, and they want to trade Malik Monk for Kuminga because they're fucking stupid. They're going to do it now for Scottie Pippen Jr. and completing the Bulls trio. Kobe White is getting traded because the Bulls don't want to pay him. Ayo Dosunmu is also going there because the Bulls hate good players and they like to trade them for garbage wings. And then Keon Ellis, the Kings don't want to play him anyway, so might as well trade him. And then the main reason for each team doing this, the Bulls, they're getting more of your garbage wings, and you're sacrificing your cap space plan to get Keyshawn George, because of course they would. The Wizards, you're getting John Conchar. It's worth taking on the garbage John Morant contract if you're getting a star of John Conchar's quality. Vince Williams Jr. is already RJ Barrett anyway, just making $2 million, and Brogdon is there, and you'll be able to cut Brogdon and get out of the luxury tax for the next season. Awesome move for them. I think they're saving not that much money this year, but in the next year, RJ Barrett's garbage contract is off their books. Nikola Vucevic, obviously, Timberwolves. They're not even the Timberwolves. God damn it. But, they're getting the Bulls trio, and then Scottie Pippen Jr. will be awesome for them. He will be Dennis Schroeder Part 2, but at the same time. And then, Nikola Vucevic, just so perfect. It's literally better Valanciunas. It's seamless fit. The Grizzlies are replacing John Morant on the aggregate with Malik Monk and Kobe White. Actually, John Conchar on the aggregate. They're replacing him on the aggregate, and they're getting those wings. They're getting Caruso and Dort with Dosunmu and Keon Ellis. It's freaking awesome. Sure, you give up Williams and Pippen Jr. Just to get those type of guys. It's going to be awesome, and they get off of the horrible John Morant contract. This trade obviously helps all of the teams involved. On a real note, though, would I do this if I were these teams? The Bulls, absolutely not. But they're stupid. So that's why I included them here. If I'm the Wizards, I'm doing this. I'm giving up only Keyshawn George, and I'm getting Ja Morant. If I'm the Raptors, I would actually do this because, Jesus, they're going to be terrible again, and they're actually getting financial flexibility from doing this and getting Vince Williams, who might be as good as RJ Barrett. I don't know. And then the Kings. I don't think the Kings can make a right move. I wouldn't do this if I was the Kings, because Malik Monk and Keon Ellis are both better than Vucevic, but Pippen Jr. is definitely the better player that they're getting here. I wouldn't do it if I was the Kings, though, unless you really viewed that Malik Monk contract as terrible, and then getting Vooch will then give you financial flexibility, which they kind of desperately need because their books are messy. If I was the Grizzlies, I would actually do this, even though you have to pay Dosunmu, White, and Ellis. You're getting four good players for John Moran. I would think I would at least I would probably bargain to get other good players or assets at least thrown into the deal if I was the Grizzlies. But I would like this deal if I was the Grizzlies. Yeah, that's it.